Hey everyone, welcome. In a world that's constantly buzzing, demanding our attention, it's easy to feel swept away by the current. The demands of daily life, the endless notifications, the pressure to be constantly on, it can be overwhelming, can't it? But what if I told you there's a way to find peace amidst the chaos? A way to reconnect with yourself and discover a sense of calm you never thought possible? That's the power of mindfulness. It's about bringing our attention to the present moment without judgment. Today, we're going to explore 10 powerful mindfulness practices inspired by ancient wisdom that can transform your life. These practices are not about emptying your mind or becoming someone else. They're about being fully present in your own life, exactly as you are. So whether you're new to mindfulness or looking to deepen your practice, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's embark on this journey together. Let's rediscover the peace that resides within each of us. Every journey begins with a single step, and every mindful day starts with a clear intention. Just as a captain charts a course before setting sail, we too can set our internal compass to guide us throughout the day. The Buddha taught that our intentions are incredibly powerful. They shape our thoughts, our actions, and ultimately our experiences. When we start the day with a clear intention, whether it's to cultivate patience, practice kindness, or simply be more present, we plant a seed for the kind of day we want to create. Think of it like this. Your intention is like setting the thermostat for your mind. If you set it to peace, you're more likely to experience a sense of calm throughout the day. If you set it to kindness, you're more likely to respond to challenges with compassion. So before you jump into the busyness of your day, take a few moments to ask yourself, what is my intention for today? What kind of energy do I want to bring into this day? Even a simple intention can make a world of difference. We live in a world that glorifies multitasking. We pride ourselves on juggling multiple tasks at once, responding to emails while on calls, and constantly switching between different screens. It's almost become a badge of honor, hasn't it? But here's the truth. Our brains aren't wired for multitasking. When we try to do too many things at once, we end up sacrificing quality, focus, and ultimately our own well-being. In fact, studies have shown that multitasking can decrease productivity by up to 40%. The ancient wisdom of the Buddha offers a different way, a way of single tasking. The Buddha taught, do one thing at a time. It's about bringing our full attention to whatever we're doing, whether it's eating a meal, having a conversation, or simply walking from one place to another. This might sound counterintuitive in our fast-paced world, but I encourage you to try it. You might be surprised by how much more you enjoy the simple things and how much more effectively you're able to move through your day. The Buddha and his monks used the gentle ringing of bells as a cue to bring their awareness to the present moment. It served as a gentle nudge, a reminder to let go of distractions and return to a state of presence. In our modern lives, we might not have bells, but we have something just as powerful, mindfulness cues. Think of these cues as little anchors throughout your day, pulling you back from the chaotic sea of thoughts and worries. They are simple yet effective tools to reconnect with yourself, even amidst a busy schedule. It could be the vibration of your phone, a reminder you've set, or even a sticky note on your desk. The key is to choose cues that resonate with you, cues that gently guide you back to the present moment without feeling jarring or intrusive. Remember, mindfulness isn't about adding more to your plate, but about finding moments of peace within your existing routine. The Buddha wisely said, breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness. It's a powerful statement, reminding us that our breath is a constant companion, a thread that weaves through every moment of our existence. When we become aware of our breath, we become aware of life itself. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to forget the simple act of breathing. We go about our days, our minds racing, often unaware of the subtle rise and fall of our chest. But it's in those moments of awareness, in that conscious connection with our breath, that we find true peace and grounding. Mindful breathing isn't about changing the way you breathe, but about bringing awareness to your natural rhythm. It's about noticing the coolness of the inhale, the warmth of the exhale, and the gentle pause in between. In that space, in that conscious awareness, we find a sense of calm amidst the chaos. In the busyness of our lives, we often move through the world on autopilot, our minds preoccupied with thoughts of the past or worries about the future. This constant mental chatter prevents us from truly experiencing the beauty and wonder that surrounds us every day. The Buddha said, "When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow." This purity of mind, this state of presence, arises when we cultivate mindful observation. It's about approaching our experiences with a beginner's mind, seeing the world with fresh eyes, as if for the first time. Think about it. When was the last time you truly looked at a flower, observing its delicate petals, its vibrant colours, and the way it dances gently in the breeze? Or when was the last time you savoured the taste of your morning coffee, appreciating its aroma, its warmth, and the way it awakens your senses? Gratitude. It's a word we hear often, but its depth and transformative power are truly profound. It's not just a fleeting feeling or a polite thank you. It's a way of life, a lens through which we can view the world, and a practice that can bring about significant changes in our mental and emotional well-being. In a world that often emphasizes what we lack, gratitude invites us to shift our focus to what we already have. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, always striving for more, always wanting the next best thing. But when we take a moment to pause and reflect on the blessings we already possess, we begin to see life in a different light. The Buddha taught that true happiness lies not in acquiring more, but in appreciating what we already possess. This ancient wisdom is echoed in many spiritual traditions and modern psychological practices. It's a reminder that the key to contentment isn't found in external circumstances, but within our own hearts and minds. Think about it for a moment. When was the last time you truly felt grateful? Not just for the big things, but for the small, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of birds singing, the comfort of a cozy blanket on a chilly evening. When we dwell on what's missing, our minds become consumed by a sense of scarcity. We start to believe that we're not enough, that we don't have enough, and that happiness is always just out of reach. This mindset can lead to stress, anxiety, and a constant feeling of dissatisfaction. We chase after external validation, material possessions, and fleeting pleasures, always seeking fulfillment outside ourselves. But these pursuits often leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. The more we chase, the more elusive true happiness becomes. But gratitude reminds us that contentment resides within. It's a gentle nudge to look inward and recognize the abundance that already exists in our lives. It's about finding joy in the present moment and appreciating the simple pleasures that make life beautiful. By acknowledging and appreciating the good in our lives, the loving relationships, the moments of connection, the acts of kindness, we begin to cultivate a deep sense of contentment and joy. These moments, though they may seem small, are the building blocks of a fulfilling life. The roof over our heads, the security and comfort of having a place to call home. It's easy to take these things for granted, but they are fundamental to our well-being. The simple act of breathing, we cultivate a deep sense of contentment and joy. Each breath is a reminder of the life force within us, a gift that sustains us every moment of every day. Gratitude allows us to see the abundance that surrounds us, transforming our perspective from one of lack to one of fullness. It's a shift in mindset that can have profound effects on our overall well-being. As we practice gratitude consistently, we rewire our brains for positivity. Neuroscience has shown that regular gratitude practice can increase our overall happiness and reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. It's a powerful tool for mental health. We become more aware of the blessings in our lives, big and small, and less bothered by the inevitable challenges that come our way. This doesn't mean we ignore our problems, but rather we approach them with a more balanced and resilient mindset. This shift in perspective has a ripple effect, influencing not only our own well-being but also our interactions with others. When we are grateful, we are more likely to be kind, compassionate, and understanding. Our relationships improve, and we create a positive environment for those around us. Gratitude is a practice that benefits everyone, creating a cycle of positivity and connection that can transform our lives and the world around us. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, it's easy to become disconnected from our bodies. We often find ourselves caught up in the hustle and bustle, moving from one task to another without a moment's pause. The constant demands of work, family, and social obligations can leave us feeling overwhelmed and stressed. We rush from task to task, our minds racing with thoughts, often neglecting the wisdom and sensations of our physical selves. This relentless pace can lead to a sense of disconnection, where we are no longer in tune with our own bodies. We become strangers to ourselves, unaware of the subtle signals our bodies send us. But the Buddha taught that the body and mind are inseparable, interconnected aspects of our being. This ancient wisdom reminds us that true well-being comes from harmony between the mind and body. When we ignore one, the other suffers, and our overall health and happiness diminish. The body scan meditation is a powerful practice that helps us bridge this gap, bringing our attention back to the physical sensations within. By systematically focusing on different parts of the body, we can reconnect with ourselves and cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and presence. It's a practice of slowing down, turning inward, and cultivating a deep sense of awareness of our bodies. This meditation invites us to pause and listen, to become curious about the sensations we experience, and to embrace them without judgment. This ancient technique is not about changing anything, but rather about noticing and accepting what we feel in each moment. It's about being present with whatever arises, whether it's comfort or discomfort, and allowing ourselves to experience it fully. Find a comfortable position, whether lying down or sitting upright. Ensure that you are in a place where you won't be disturbed, and take a moment to settle in. Adjust your posture so that you feel supported and at ease. Close your eyes gently and bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, and the gentle expansion and contraction of your abdomen. Notice the natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales, allowing your breath to anchor you in the present moment. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more grounded and centered, letting go of any tension or distractions. Now bring your attention to the top of your head. Imagine a gentle wave of awareness, slowly moving down from the crown of your head, washing over you like a soothing warm light. Imagine a gentle wave of awareness slowly moving down your body. As this wave travels, it brings a sense of relaxation and calm to each area it touches. As you scan each part, notice any sensations that arise: warmth, coolness, tingling, pressure, or even just the feeling of your clothing against your skin. Pay attention to these sensations without trying to change them. Simply observe and acknowledge them. Continue this process, moving your awareness slowly down your body, from the top of your head to your forehead, eyes, cheeks, and jaw. Notice any areas of tension or relaxation and allow yourself to fully experience these sensations. Bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. These areas often hold a lot of tension. As you focus on them, imagine the wave of awareness gently soothing and releasing any tightness. Move your awareness to your chest and heart area. Feel the rise and fall of your breath, and notice any sensations in this region. Allow yourself to connect with the rhythm of your heartbeat. Now bring your focus to your abdomen. Feel the gentle movement of your breath here and notice any sensations of warmth, coolness, or movement. Continue to move your awareness down to your legs and feet. Notice any sensations in your thighs, knees, calves, ankles and toes. Allow yourself to fully experience whatever arises, without judgment. As you complete the body scan, take a moment to appreciate the sense of connection and awareness you have cultivated. Allow yourself to rest in this state of mindful presence, feeling grounded and at peace. When you are ready, gently bring your awareness back to the room. Open your eyes slowly and take a moment to notice how you feel. Carry this sense of mindfulness and connection with you as you go about your day. Our minds are incredible instruments, capable of breathtaking creativity, profound insight, and boundless compassion. They are the source of our dreams, our ideas, and our deepest emotions. The mind can take us to the heights of joy and the depths of sorrow, painting the canvas of our inner world with vivid colors. But they can also be relentless chatterboxes, jumping from one thought to the next, often pulling us along for the ride. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, our minds can become like a crowded marketplace, filled with noise and distractions, making it hard to find a moment of peace. The Buddha famously likened the untrained mind to a wild monkey, swinging from branch to branch, rarely finding stillness. This analogy captures the restless nature of our thoughts, constantly moving, never settling. It's as if our minds are always searching for something, yet never quite satisfied. We've all experienced this mental chatter, the endless to-do lists, the constant stream of tasks and responsibilities that seem to never end. Our minds can become so preoccupied with what needs to be done that we lose sight of the present moment, the replays of past conversations, the moments we wish we could change or do over. Our minds can trap us in a loop of regret and self-criticism, replaying our mistakes and missed opportunities, the worries about the future. We fret about what might happen, creating scenarios in our minds that may never come to pass. This constant worrying can drain our energy and leave us feeling anxious and overwhelmed. It can feel overwhelming, like we're at the mercy of our own thoughts. The weight of our mental chatter can make it seem as though we have no control, as if we're being swept away by a powerful current. But here's the liberating truth. We are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are just one aspect of our experience, not the entirety of who we are. We have the ability to step back and observe our thoughts without becoming entangled in them. Just as clouds drift across the sky, thoughts naturally arise and pass through our awareness. They come and go, changing shape and form, but they do not define us. We can watch them without getting caught up in their drama. We can't control which thoughts appear, but we can choose how we relate to them. We can decide whether to engage with them or let them pass by. This choice gives us a sense of freedom and empowerment. Instead of getting caught up in the content of our thoughts, judging them as good or bad, right or wrong, we can practice observing them with a sense of detachment and curiosity. This shift in perspective allows us to see our thoughts for what they are, temporary and fleeting. We can practice observing them with a sense of detachment and curiosity. By doing so, we create a space between ourselves and our thoughts, a space where we can find peace and clarity. This practice is like training a muscle. The more we do it, the stronger it becomes. Imagine yourself sitting by a river watching the water flow by. The river represents the stream of your thoughts, constantly moving and changing. You are the observer, sitting on the bank, watching the flow without getting swept away. Each thought that arises is like a leaf floating on the surface of the river. Some leaves are small and insignificant, barely noticeable as they drift by. Some leaves are small and insignificant, barely noticeable as they drift by. These are the thoughts that come and go without much impact, the fleeting moments of our mental landscape, while others are larger and more attention-grabbing. These are the thoughts that demand our attention, the ones that seem to shout for our focus. They can be compelling and hard to ignore. But whether the leaf is big or small, we simply observe it without judgment, allowing it to float on its way. By practicing this non-judgmental observation, we learn to let go of the need to control our thoughts and instead find peace in the flow of our mental river. In the journey of mindfulness, We often talk about finding peace amidst the chaos. But what if we could understand the chaos itself a little better? What if we could decode the triggers that set off those emotional storms within us? You see, our emotions don't just appear out of thin air. They're often reactions to specific situations, people, or even memories. The Buddha wisely said, "Anger will never disappear as long as thoughts of resentment are cherished in the mind." This reminds us that unresolved emotions can become triggers, waiting for an opportunity to resurface. So how do we start recognizing these triggers? It begins with self-awareness. Start paying attention to those moments when you feel a surge of strong emotion. What happened just before that feeling arose? What were the circumstances? Who were you with? What thoughts were running through your mind? This isn't about blaming ourselves or others. It's about understanding the root of our reactions. Just as a gardener studies the soil to understand why certain plants thrive, we too can study our inner landscape to understand what nourishes peace and what cultivates turmoil within us. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with information demands and distractions. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of it all and lose touch with ourselves. That's why it's crucial to incorporate mindful breaks into our day. The Buddha, even in his pursuit of enlightenment, recognized the importance of rest. He taught that rest is essential even for the wise. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of wisdom. Just as we wouldn't expect a phone to function optimally without recharging its battery, we can't expect ourselves to operate at our best without giving ourselves time to recharge. Mindful breaks are like mini vacations for our minds. They allow us to step away from the constant stimulation and reconnect with ourselves. They don't have to be long or elaborate. Even a few minutes of intentional stillness can make a world of difference. So how do we take a mindful break? It's simpler than you might think. Find a quiet space where you can be alone for a few minutes. Close your eyes and turn your attention inwards. Notice your breath, the sensations in your body, and the sounds around you. As we conclude our exploration of these 10 mindfulness practices, I invite you to reflect on the power they hold to transform your life. These are more than just techniques. They're gateways to cultivating a deeper sense of presence, purpose, and peace. The Buddha wisely said, "The mind is everything, what you think you become." Each day we have a choice in how we shape our minds and in turn shape our lives. By choosing mindfulness, we choose to be present in this moment, to connect with our true selves, and to approach life with more compassion and clarity. Remember, mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. It's about progress, not perfection. So be kind to yourself, be patient, and trust the process. The more you practice, the more naturally these principles will integrate into your life. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. What mindfulness practice are you excited to try? Let us know in the comments below.